example of memory placement strategies. Okay, what we have seen in the earlier video, that is first fit using best fit and worst fit. Okay, the first fit allocates the first hole that is big enough, best fit allocate the smallest hole that is big enough, and worst fit allocate the largest hole that is big enough. Okay, so we have to use this data what is given in front of you, that is the given memory partition we have is 100k, 500k, 200k and 300k and 600k. Okay, so these are the memory blocks which are available right now. Okay, so these partitions are available. Okay, and the requesting processes. Okay, in the previous video we have seen only one example, that is process 1. But now here we are having 4 processes which are requesting for different amount of memory. Okay, you can see process 1 is requesting 212k, process 2 417, process 3 112, and process 4 426k. Okay, so all the processes are having different requests. Okay, and the given memory partition is 100k, 500, 200, 300 and 600. Okay, so we have to apply different memory strategies, memory placement strategies, that is first fit, best fit and worst fit. Okay, and which one is the suitable one, and which algorithm makes the most efficient use of memory, we have to find it. Okay, so let us start with the first one, that is first fit. Okay, if we will use this for the first one, okay, we'll do it over here so that it will be easily understand you. So according to the first fit, according to the first fit algorithm, what we have to do, we have to allocate the first hole that is big enough. Okay, that we have seen in the earlier one. Okay, so the process 1 is having requirement of 212k. Process 1, okay, come with the process 1. Process 1 is having a requirement of 212k. It is having requirement. Okay, so first we'll go to the 100k. Okay, we'll go to the first partition. 212k, that is process 212 cannot be fit inside the partition 1, that is 100k partition, so we'll leave it. Okay, we'll go to the 500k. According to the first fit, what it say, allocate the first hole that is big enough. Okay, so 212k can be fit into the second partition, that is 500k. But what will happen, we will fit in 500k, but what will happen, some amount of memory will be wasted. Okay, so we don't have to do anything. Okay, let it be. So we have allocated the first partition. So 212k space was required by the P1, so we have allocated P1 into the partition number 2. Okay, come to the process 2. Okay, process 2 is having a requirement of 417k. You can see 417k. So process 2 is having a requirement of 417k. Now we'll again start going to the first partition. 100k cannot do it. 417 cannot be fit. We have second partition which we have already break into 2 partition, that is 212k is already used. Okay, so we don't have enough amount of space to fit this process 2 in that. Okay, we'll go to the next one, that is 200. It is not possible. We'll go to the next partition, that is 300. It is still not possible. Then we'll go to the last partition, that is the 600k. Okay, so this is possible. We can go into the last partition. So 600k wala partition is allocated to the process 2, which is done. Okay, coming to the next one. Okay, we can just calculate also. 500 minus 212k. 500 minus 212k is 288k. Okay, so we'll tell that 288k is remaining. Okay, so we'll make it available. Okay, this is the whole, or we can say remaining. Understanding or not? P1 has taken only 212k out of 500, so 288k was remaining. Okay, so we have written over here just for an understanding purpose. Okay, and we'll move ahead. For P3, come for the P3. P3 is having requirement of 112k. Okay, again we'll start with the first partition. Okay, you can write over here, this is the partition 1, this is partition 2, this is partition 3, this is partition 4, this is partition 5, just to name it properly. Okay, so we can name This is partition 1, this is partition 2, partition 3, partition 4 and partition 5. Okay, so for partition 3 it has a requirement of 112k. 112k memory is required for P3 to execute. Okay, so P3 will come 112k. We'll start with the first partition. 100k, not possible. 500k, and the 500k is used, but we have remaining 288k. We have remaining 288k because this is the first fit. Okay, and what does the first fit say? Allocate the first hole that is big enough. Okay, we have started the searching from the scratch, from starting only. Okay, so out of 500, 288k was remaining over here. Okay, so we can allocate P3, which is having a requirement of only 112k, which is having a requirement of 112k. So it has a requirement of 112k. We can fit inside. We can say like this also, that is the remaining is 288k. And how this 288k has arrived? We can easily say that this is 500k minus 212k. Okay, so this is done now. So 288k, in this 288k, again 288k we have given to 112k. So there will be some amount of space which is remaining. Okay, we don't worry about it. Okay, come to the next one. Our task is done, that is enough. Okay, so P4 is having a requirement of 426k. 426k is the requirement of process 4. Okay, again we'll start from the first partition. 100k, not possible. Second partition, 500k. 500 minus 212k, 288k. 288 minus 112k. This is not possible to accommodate 426k memory requirement. Okay, so P4 cannot be done. 200 not possible. 300 not possible. 600 we have already given 417 to the 600k. Okay, so for process 2 it has been broken, so we don't have enough amount of space over here. So what we can say, your P4 were having 426k, we cannot fit. Okay, it has to wait, it must wait, cause no memory partitions allocated to it. Okay, no, not enough memory is available. Not enough memory is available. So according to the first fit algorithm, we have allocated P1, P2, P3, but P4 is not allocated because we don't have enough amount of space. Okay, the partitioning scheme was quite like this. Okay, so it was not good, so we have left the P4. Okay, so P4 is remaining and P4 has to wait. If it will wait, when any process P1, P2, P3 will complete, then we will allocate the P4 to the remaining space. Okay, so it was all about the first one, that is the first fit algorithm. Come to the next one, that is okay, one more thing, we need to calculate total available space. Total available space was, how much space was available? Just imagine, we were having these blocks of memory 6, 3, 2, 5, 1. So we were having total 1700k space was available. Okay, how much we have used? Total space used. How much space we have used? We have used around calculation. If you do the calculation, then around 741k we have used. Okay, 741k. In this memory partitioning of size 100k and 300k are free now, because we have not used 100k and 300k and 200k. It cannot be allocated to P4, and so these are as it is. Okay, so simply you can just say the total available space was 1700k and the total space used is 741k. Okay, thank you so much.